Hello everyone. We have 7 ways to rescue dying indoor plants. The first diagnosis, overwatering. In the remedy, we only water our plants when necessary. We're so kind and caring to our plants, and we ended up overwatering. This is the number one reason why many people kill their plants. When plants are overwatered, the roots are rotten. The rotted roots are soft and mushy. So how can we do? Remove them with the use of a pair of scissors. And a pair of scissors need to be clean before using it with soap and water or apply alcohol. Then replace the soil or add perlite or barks until the soil turns a little bit damp and not muddy. The pot needs to have holes for good water drainage. Before we water our plants, we can stick our finger into the dirt to feel whether it's dry or damp. We can also use moisture reader, which I bought from Amazon, but we should be careful because we might be breaking some roots. Water from the faucet has chlorine, fluoride, and salts, so it affects the development of the plants. What we can do, we can fill a pitcher or bucket with water and let it stand uncovered overnight so the minerals can evaporate. Rainwater is the best for it has nitrate that's needed for growing plants. Hello po mga kababayan, sa sobrang alaga ng mga tanim natin, palaging dinidiligan kaya namamatay dahil yung ugat ay nabubulok. Paano natin malulutas ang halaman? Alisin po natin ang mga bulok na mga ugat sa pamamagitan ng gunting. Dapat ang gunting po ay malinis o lagyan ng alcohol bago gamitin sa pagputol ng mga bulok na ugat. Yung lumang lupa na nagiging putik na, pwedeng gamitin sa garden o pwede ring haluan ng bagong lupa at haluan ng perlite or barks para maluwag ang lupa at makahinga na rin ang mga ugat. Dapat may mga butas yung pinagtataniman natin para makalabas ang tubig pagkatapos nating magdilig. Paalala lang po, ang tubig sa gripo ay may mga minerals tulad ng chlorine, fluoride at saka asin. Hindi nakakabuti ang chlorine sa mga halaman. Maglagay tayo ng tubig sa balde o pitzel at huwag takpan para mapasingaw ang chlorine at pwede na nating idilig kinabukasan. Pero yung rainwater o ulan, yun po ang the best na pandilig dahil may nitrate siya na kailangan ng halaman para maging malusog. Second diagnosis, underwatering. Remedy, soak the plant. When the soil has hardened and the plant is wilting, submerge the entire potted plant in a bucket or basin full of water for 15 to 30 minutes. Let it drain thoroughly. You can set the next watering schedule on your phone or mark your calendar so you won't forget to water it. Kung ang tanim niyo po ay nalulungkot, tingnan at tuyong-tuyo ang lupa, ibabad niyo po ang buong flower pot sa balde o planggana na may tubig, 15 o 30 minutos at ipatulo ang tubig. Ilagay niyo lang sa kalendaryo yung sunod mong pagdilig o sa cellphone niyo po para hindi na makalimutan yung diligan. Third diagnosis, pot-bound. Remedy, replant into fresh soil. When the roots are too crowded and they look choked, there's no room for air circulation. What can we do? Remove the plant from the pot. Soak first the plant for a few minutes and it's easier to separate the roots gently. We can also trim the roots and repot in a slightly larger pot with fresh soil that has perlite or barks. Don't put into too big pot because if there's more dirt, it absorbs more water. It gets too long to dry, what makes the root rotten. Kung nagagapos po ang mga ugat at nasasakal na, ilipat na lang po ang buong halaman sa mas malaking pot. Hindi po yung sobrang laki naman dahil kapag maraming lupa, tuwing magdilig tayo, sumisipsip din ng maraming tubig, matagal pang matuyo kay malulunod ang mga ugat at magiging sanhi ng pagkabulok ng mga ugat. Fourth diagnosis, too much sunlight. Remedy, move into indirect light. In the summer, we don't put indoor plants through windows because they get sunburned unless we put some blinds or curtains. If we see black or brown mark on the leaves in some parts of the plant, trim the leaves and move the plant out of the direct sun. Sa summer po, hindi pwedeng ilagay ang mga indoor plants sa gilid ng bintana dahil nasusunog yung dahon nila. Maliban lang kung lalagyan natin ng manipis na kurtina ang bintana. Kung merong nasusunog na dahon, gupitin na lang natin at ilipat ang halaman sa lugar na hindi direktang nasisikatan ng araw. Fifth diagnosis, not enough sunlight. Remedy, give it more indirect light. If the leaves of our indoor plants are slowly turning yellow or pale or drooping off, it's not getting enough sunlight. They need a minimum amount of sunlight to thrive. Bright, indirect sun is the best place to start with our plants. In the winter, I put them under grow lights. You can also do that. I ordered my grow lights from Amazon. Kung nakikita niyo pong naninilaw ang mga dahon o namumutla o bumababa o nalalagas, kulang po sila sa sikat ng araw. Ilagay po natin sila sa maliwanag na hindi direktang naaarawan. Pwede po rin gagamit tayo ng grow lights. Sixth diagnosis, infested with mealybugs and other pests. Remedy, check roots, spray the leaves, and isolate the plant. And there's one more thing. We can put alcohol. We dip big cotton balls and swabs in alcohol and remove all visible mealybugs. Also, we can spray with soap and water every other day until they disappear. We can use neem oil as well. Then isolate the plants so other plants can not be affected or infested. Kung may nakikita po tayong puting dumadapo sa halaman, mealybugs po yun. Lagyan lang po natin ng alcohol at ang cotton ball at alisin yung mga mealybugs. Neem oil po ay mabisa rin. At saka wisikan po natin ng tubig na may sabon twice a week hanggang mamamatay sila at hindi na babalik. Ihiwalay muna siya para hindi maapektuhan yung ibang mga halaman natin. Seventh diagnosis, failure to thrive. Remedy, check the growing conditions. If the diagnosis is not one of the six that were mentioned ahead, then we can check the temperature and location of the plants. Maybe it's too close to the vent or under the vent, and it's blasted with cold air during summer or hot air from heater during winter. Plants make their own food and energy through the leaves. So if we are trimming the leaves in the summer more than 25%, we are stressing them. Also, we should not fertilize when our plants are struggling. We have to wait until we see the growing shoots before we fertilize them. Also, it's not good to transplant during winter season. If we have dying plants since winter, don't lose hope. It's normal. They will come back to life when the weather gets better and warmer. Just trim the dead leaves. If you have more questions, you can comment down below and follow me for more gardening tips. Kung wala po sa 6 na pagsusuri ang dahilan, pwede pong susuriin ang temperatura at lokasyon ng halaman. Baka po malapit sa fan, kaya sobrang lamig sa aircon, sa tag-araw, o sobrang init ng heater sa taglamig. Ang halaman po ay gumagawa ng sarili nilang pagkain at enerhiya sa dahon. Kaya kung guntingin o alisin natin ang mga dahon sa mahigit pa sa 25%, pinapagod po natin sila. Iwasan po nating lagyan ng pampataba kung hinihimatay pa. Hindi po rin maiging maglipat ng tanim tuwing taglamig. Kung meron tayong hinihimatay na halaman, huwag pong mawala ng pag-asa dahil babalik din sila kung malapit na ang tag-init. Guntingin lang ang mga patay na dahon. Kung meron pa po kayong mga tanong, isulat nyo lang po sa baba at sundan nyo sa channel na ito sa susunod na mga gardening tips. Ingat po kayo lahat.